We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. And off we go from Orchard Park. And no return here. This is a touchback. They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
Now Allen on first down. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. Allen going to give it to Cook. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and a yard. Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Round 80! Where's that?
4th down. Here's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop the throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 5.
Come on, come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
At their own 19-yard line.
On play action, here's Allen. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Give him 14 on that play. One play, 1 first down.
At the 33-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Play action now, and here's Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
From the gun, here is Allen. This one's caught by Khalil Shakir. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Throw once more. Here's Allen. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, tight. Brown 80. 5 wide. Hey, home. What's that?
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. That is 16th touchdown of the year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. Through up the sideline at the 45. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
First and 10.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
Here we go, set.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Ready.
Once again, it's Achane. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Hot 70. Ready.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
It is 3rd and 10.
Come on, come on. Set.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And now problems on the kickoff. This ball goes out of bounds, and a flag comes in. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll go play action here with Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball to tie his point, but come down with the pick.
Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And he will go all the way. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Buffalo. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Johnny Lions.
Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now, faking the give. A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Vikings, go!
Back to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
More to return. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Here's Allen to throw. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Allen to his tight end Kincaid, and the Bills have a 1st down.
At the 25-yard line.
He'll run straight ahead with 12, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Two minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
First and 10.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. That one taken in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown Buffalo. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. And 17 for the season. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and through. And the Bills will take a 21-7 lead.
Dolphins 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
The damn kick maker lagging. I don't know if you guys on the same. No, that went bad. I just don't know what she's doing here. Yeah,
right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This has been a first half to forget on their offensive side of the ball. It just seems like it's been a snowball effect. Bad plays are leading to even worse plays, and that sack being the largest setback in the game that's been Fuller.
And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. Josh Hines-Allen. He gets in there to record the sack, number 16 now on the season. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. This one intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
At the 25-yard line.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one out wide to Achane. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
To the left side, in the hands of Hill. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reached the intermission. It has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison.
Hill brought in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
On the ready.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Cook, running left. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
All 52. Round it.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Alert! 319!
From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got it at the 7. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. A run up the middle with Cook. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal.
At the 9-yard line. A 6-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
From the gun, here is Allen. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Cater Kohu.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Come on, come on. Hey. 19.
Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. We'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
It's 2nd and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Panther 6.
He'll drop to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
And less than a yard.
Here we go. Set.
He'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins' first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches.
31-yard line.
Ready up.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one batted in the air and intercepted. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Makes the score Bills 28, Dolphins 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. Right back to the air following that pick 6. They go sideline, and he stays in. the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
7-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's to Waddle again. He's into space past the 25. And he'll take this one in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Dolphins are able to cut into the deficit.
Dolphins 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken just shy of the goal line. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
He'll go play action here with Allen. Moving outside the pocket. The pressure too much, and he goes down.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On 3rd and a couple, here's Allen. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. On the return, it's Hill. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Everybody in that defensive huddle just continues to remind themselves, you know they're going to take shots. They're going to try to throw the ball over your head and see if they can generate a big play. So continue to defend it just like they did there, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field, as the officials will sort this one out.
Got it. Ready? Second 19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
19, 18.
Back to the air once more on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Wilson will throw again. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll send a man in motion left. To throw again is Wilson. That ball broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
The ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Throwing again. Wilson. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen to throw. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Bills first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. Without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10.
Alert, alert, alert! Round 80! What's that?
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, it's very simple in the NFL. You're just not going to win a lot of games when you're losing the turnover battle to this degree. And it's their struggles protecting the football. They've continued to hurt them here today. And
that is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point
He'll look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out.
Dolphins 20.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
They cover 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
On the handoff, this is Cook. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman.
A bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
The Bills going to use their final timeout here. We'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Half 10. All 52. Out. Half 85. Half 85.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. This one down the field, but gonna wind up incomplete. Keon Colvin, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
The Bills bringing on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Ready, set.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
On the set.
Now on 2nd and long.
19. Get it. Cougar 19. 79 Broncos.
They'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Going up top. That is hard. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 61 yards. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. To the sideline, Waddle grabs it. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
Here's 1st down. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Patrick Weems. He's in there for the sack. It's his 3rd of the year.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway. After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
The Buffalo crowd being heard before 3rd down.
Come on.
He'll drop to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. He's to midfield. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Look out!
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.